Hearing none, I'll close oral communications. The next item on the agenda is station manager report. We have sent a couple of decks out to be remanufactured. One has returned, another one's on its way back. The B deck in the head end has started to give us problems, so that's going to have to be worked on at some point soon. The next item on the agenda is adjournment. This meeting is adjourned at 9:42. 10:42. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry, Kevin, you're too late. Well, 12-minute meeting. Charles Douglas was removed. We approved our minutes. Those are the only two action items. Well, I think. Yeah.
I think we need to get some therapy drugs off. He obviously had a serious problem. I don't know if it's mental illness or addiction or what, but you're out of touch with reality.
I don't have a problem for this next week.
And so we've had an arrangement for about 12 years that has been under some review, as I know this council and this community knows, for the last year and a half or so. And staff's intent tonight is simply to make an attempt to perhaps change the paradigm a little bit in how we proceed through this process. I hope to both council and the community, nothing I have to say will be taken as any indication that we think of the PEG channel as anything but a stunningly fabulous resource for a community this size. If the council were to choose to allow the current contract to expire July 31st, we believe that we have the pieces in place, the staff in place, and the cooperation of some community members that have a history with ACAT and know how this operates, to enable us to, and this has been our goal, for the city to, in essence, continue the PEG operations in such a way that for the viewer in our community who watches Channel 12, it will be a seamless transition.
We are unanimous in our view that John Smith's interim proposal is a viable option, and we would support council and staff and cooperate to the fullest in any transition from ACAT to staff if that's what council chooses to do. I will point out that the ACAT board has implemented all of the recommendations of the Busby consultant in the revision of our bylaws, our rules and procedures, and we have approved the contract and memorandum of understanding as drafted by the city attorney. From our point of view, we are ready to move forward with the contract at any point, tonight or in a few months or at some further point in the future. So we just wanted to let you know that we're ready to move if the council chooses to conclude an agreement with us. Thank you.
Michael Monty, Arcata. I'm just concerned here that there might be a situation where you're involving someone else new into this controversy as such. So I was wondering what staff would be foreseeing the role of HSU in the future after this agreement is up in 6 months for the daily operation of ACAT, and what does it foresee for HSU's role being involved in the board of directors of ACAT and the executive committee. Thank you.
Other comments?
Let me just say to Joan, we believe in complete education, not just HSU, and certainly would like to see you continue to be involved. And I know Joan and I already had a discussion about keeping you involved and keeping the schools involved at all levels, and so please come forward and talk to staff about that. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Roll call. Hunt?
Here.
Hurlbert?
Here.
Stowell? Here. Tempest?
Here.
Yartsoff, I'm here, and J.C. Morris is absent. The next item on the agenda is meeting protocol. The protocol of this meeting is the same as follows in the city council meetings. The protocol of this meeting is the same as follows in the city council meetings. The protocol of this meeting is the same as follows in the city council meetings, the Arcata city council meetings. The audience is welcome to comment on all action items. Then after public input is taken on action items, we'll close public input and there'll be discussion among the board. The only other opportunity that the public would have to participate in the process here would be during oral communications. The next item on the agenda is removal of Director J.C. Morris without cause. Removal without cause is done to remove a director where it is quite clear that the director should be removed so that we don't have to go through the unpleasantness of discussing it. If there's any director who feels they do not have enough information to remove a director without cause, they should oppose any such vote.
Public demands make a comment on this issue.
Is there a motion to remove J.C. Morris without cause?
I make the motion to remove Jason Morris without cause.
Is there a second to the motion?
This is an action item, correct? Someone has a right to make comments.
All those in favor of removing J.C. Morris without cause, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed?
You're violating your own protocol?
The motion passes 5-0.
Why are you violating your own protocol?
The next item on the agenda is appointment of vice chair. Michael Stowell has resigned as vice chairperson. And we have a vacancy.
I'd like to nominate Joan Tempest.
I'll second that motion. Or no, that's not required for nomination.
We'll second this.
Is there further discussion among the board?
What about electing the president?
All those in favor of...
Wait a second, point of order.
Yes.
If he just resigned, he's no longer a board member, he can't.
No, he resigned his office. He can be an officer and a director at the same time.
Oh, all right.
All those in favor of the motion to appoint Joan Tempest as vice chair, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries 5-0.
Congratulations.
The next item on the agenda is revision of policy regarding oral communications. This is an item that I placed on the agenda because I feel that there's been a problem having oral communications at the top of the agenda. This was placed at the top of the agenda by the board at a meeting in July, I believe it was.
June.
And it is clear that this has been a problem where people who regularly come to these meetings and are intent on disrupting and stalling the process use the placement of oral communications at the top of the agenda to drag out the meeting and waste everyone's time.
Public has right to speak.
Would any member of the public care to comment to this? Doug?
Why can we comment on this item and not the last?
To this item. Anyone care to comment to this item? Yes, Charles?
Yeah, I'm the one who made the motion when I used to be on the board, when the board used to have a semblance of democracy going on. And the board passed this motion specifically because the board chair, board president, board dictator, Roland Yartsoff, obviously has no interest in allowing the public to speak on board action items. Oral communication seems to be the last bastion, the only place left when the public can talk about anything at an ACAT board meeting. So to move it to the end of the meeting means the public never has a chance to speak at the meeting until all the actions have been taken. In short, that's just perpetuating the fascism that Yartsoff and his cronies on this board have sadly succumbed to.